The human body is an amazing machine made of systems that work together in perfect harmony: skeletal, muscular, circulatory, digestive, excretory, and nervous. Each plays a vital role in keeping us alive, active, and balanced. Let's explore how these systems combine to create the miracle called you. The strong framework inside you, the human skeletal system. Have you ever thought about what gives your body its shape? Why you can stand tall, run fast, bend, or even smile? All of that is possible because of an amazing structure hidden beneath your skin, the human skeletal system. It's not just about bones, it's about support, protection, and movement, the silent framework that holds your entire body together. So now, we'll explore how your bones, joints, and cartilage work like an incredible machine, protecting your organs and helping you move every single day. Let's dive deep into the foundation of life, your skeleton. What is the skeletal system? The skeletal system is the internal framework of the human body. It is made up of bones, joints, cartilage, and ligaments. Together, they give your body structure, protect your internal organs, allow movement, and even produce blood cells. An adult human body has about 206 bones, though babies are born with around 270 bones. Some fuse together as we grow. The functions of the skeletal system. Your skeletal system is a multitasking marvel. Here are its 6 main functions. Number 1. Support. Bones form the rigid framework that supports the body and gives it shape. Without bones, your body would collapse like jelly. Number 2. Protection. Your skeleton acts like armor for delicate organs. The skull protects the brain. The rib cage shields the heart and lungs. The vertebrae protect the spinal cord. The pelvis guards reproductive organs. Number 3. Movement. Bones provide attachment points for muscles. When muscles contract, they pull on bones, creating motion, like levers in an engine. So, every step, jump, and dance move is teamwork between bones and muscles. Number 4. Blood cell production. Inside some bones lies a special tissue called bone marrow. Red marrow produces red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. This process is known as hematopoiesis. Number 5. Mineral storage. Bones act as reservoirs for minerals like calcium and phosphorus, which are released into the bloodstream when needed for nerve function, muscle contraction, and other processes. Number 6. Energy storage. The yellow bone marrow stores fat, which serves as a source of energy for the body. Major divisions of the skeleton. Your skeleton is divided into 2 main parts. Axial skeleton. The axial skeleton forms the central core of the body. It consists of 80 bones, including skull, 22 bones, vertebral column, 26 bones, ribs and sternum, 25 bones, hyoid bone and ear ossicles, 7 small bones. These bones mainly provide protection and support. Appendicular skeleton. The appendicular skeleton includes the limbs and girdles, the parts that allow movement. It has 126 bones, which include shoulder girdle, clavicle, and scapula. Upper limbs, arms, wrists, hands. Pelvic girdle, hip bones. Lower limbs, legs, ankles, feet. Together, the axial and appendicular skeletons make up your full 206 bone framework. Types of bones in the human body. Not all bones look or function the same. They come in 5 major types. Long bones, found in the arms and legs, like the femur and humerus. They support weight and help in movement. Short bones. Cube-shaped bones found in the wrists and ankles, carpals, tarsals. They provide stability and little movement. Flat bones. Thin, flat, and often curved, like the skull, ribs, and sternum. They protect vital organs and provide space for muscle attachment. Irregular bones. Bones with complex shapes like vertebrae and facial bones. They have special protective or supportive functions. Sesamoid bones. Small round bones found within tendons, like the patella, kneecap. They reduce friction and modify pressure during movement. The skull, protector of the brain. The skull is made up of 22 bones, 8 in the cranium and 14 in the face. It serves as a helmet for your brain and forms the structure of your face. Cranial bones: frontal, parietal, occipital, temporal, sphenoid, ethmoid. Facial bones: mandible, jawbone, maxilla, nasal bones, zygomatic, cheekbones, etc. The mandible is the only movable bone in the skull. It helps you chew and talk. The vertebral column, backbone of the body. Also known as the spine, it's made up of 33 vertebrae stacked one on top of another. These are divided into regions. Region number of vertebrae function. Cervical 7 supports the head and neck. Thoracic 12 connects to ribs and supports chest. Lumbar 5 bears body weight. Sacrum 5 fused connects spine to pelvis. Coccyx 4 fused. Tailbone provides balance. Between each vertebra is a cartilaginous disc that acts as a cushion and allows flexibility. The rib cage, guardian of the chest. The rib cage consists of 12 pairs of ribs, sternum breastbone, thoracic vertebrae. Out of these, the first 7 pairs are true ribs, directly attached to sternum. The next 3 pairs are false ribs, attached indirectly. The last 2 pairs are floating ribs, not attached at the front. Together, they form a protective cage around the heart and lungs while expanding and contracting during breathing. Limbs and girdles. Upper limb. Each arm consists of humerus, upper arm, radius and ulna, forearm, carpals, wrist bones, metacarpals, palm, phalanges, fingers, lower limb. Each leg includes femur, thigh bone, longest in body, patella, kneecap, tibia and fibula, lower leg, tarsals, ankle bones, metatarsals, foot, phalanges, toes, girdles, shoulder girdle, clavicle, collarbone, and scapula, shoulder blade, connect arms to the body. Pelvic girdle, formed by hip bones, supports lower limbs and protects pelvic organs. Joints, the points of movement. Bones meet at joints, allowing movement. Joints are classified by their movement ability. Type example movement. Fixed, immovable skull sutures, none. Slightly movable between vertebrae, limited. Freely movable, synovial. Knee, elbow, shoulder. Wide range. Types of synovial joints. Ball and socket, shoulder, hip, rotation in all directions. Hinge, knee, elbow, back and forth motion. Pivot, neck, rotation. Gliding, wrists and ankles, sliding. Saddle, thumb, back and forth and side to side. Condyloid, wrist joint, flex and bend. These joints are surrounded by synovial fluid, which acts as a lubricant, reducing friction. Cartilage and ligaments, the soft supporters. Cartilage, a smooth, flexible tissue found in joints, nose, ear, and between vertebrae. It cushions bones and prevents friction. Ligaments, tough elastic bands that connect bones to bones. They stabilize joints and prevent dislocation. Without these, even small movements could cause serious injury. Common skeletal system disorders. Even though bones are strong, they can face damage or disease. Some common conditions include fractures, breaks or cracks in bones caused by accidents or falls. They heal through bone remodeling, often with the help of casts or surgery. Osteoporosis, a disease where bones become weak and brittle due to calcium loss, common in older adults, especially women. Prevention, adequate calcium, vitamin D, exercise, and sunlight. Arthritis, inflammation of joints causing pain, stiffness, and swelling. Types include osteoarthritis, wear and tear, and rheumatoid arthritis, autoimmune. Rickets, caused by vitamin D deficiency, leading to soft and deformed bones in children. Scoliosis, abnormal sideways curvature of the spine, usually detected in childhood. How to keep your bones healthy. Your skeleton is alive. Bones are constantly breaking down and rebuilding. Here's how to keep them strong. Eat calcium-rich foods. Milk, yogurt, cheese, sesame seeds, and green leafy vegetables boost bone density. Get enough vitamin D. It helps absorb calcium. Spend some time in sunlight or take supplements if needed. Exercise regularly. Weight-bearing exercises like walking, running, and yoga strengthen bones and joints. Avoid smoking and excess alcohol. Both weaken bones and slow down calcium absorption. Stay hydrated. Water keeps joints lubricated and reduces stiffness. Regular checkups. Bone density tests after age 40 can detect early signs of bone loss. Amazing facts about the human skeleton. The femur, thigh bone, is stronger than concrete. The smallest bone in your body is the stapes in the ear. It's smaller than a grain of rice. Half of your bones are in your hands and feet. Bones are 5 times stronger than steel, yet light enough to float. Every 10 years, your skeleton completely renews itself through bone remodeling, the living framework within you. Your skeleton isn't just a structure. It's a living, breathing foundation that shapes who you are. It gives you strength, protects your organs, and supports your every move. So take care of your bones, nourish them, move them, and keep them strong. Because beneath your skin lies an architectural masterpiece crafted perfectly to help you live, move, and thrive. Respect your skeleton that carries you for life. The digestive system of our body. Every day you eat to survive. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. But have you ever wondered what truly happens to that food after it leaves your mouth? Where does it go? How does your body convert a slice of bread into the energy that fuels your heartbeat, or a banana into the strength that moves your muscles? Inside you, there's a silent factory, working day and night, breaking down every bite, sorting nutrients, and fueling trillions of cells. This factory is called the digestive system. When it works well, you feel energetic, light, and alive. But when it fails, you face problems like bloating, acidity, constipation, or even chronic disease. Let me take you on an incredible journey from your mouth to your stomach, to the winding tunnels of your intestines, and reveal how your body digests, absorbs, and protects itself every single second. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand how digestion works, but also learn how to keep your gut healthy, avoid common digestive problems, and choose foods that heal rather than harm. Introduction to the digestive system. The digestive system is one of the most essential systems in the human body. Its main job is simple: to turn food into energy and nutrients your body can use for growth, repair, and everyday function. But behind this simple job is an astonishingly complex process involving mechanical, chemical, and biological steps. Every organ, from your mouth to your large intestine, plays a specific role, like a well-coordinated orchestra. What is the digestive system? The digestive system is one of the most fascinating and vital systems in the human body. It is a long, muscular tube that begins at your mouth and ends at your anus, measuring nearly 9 meters, around 30 feet, in length. Every section of this system has a unique role to play, and together they work in perfect coordination to turn food into energy, repair materials, and life-sustaining nutrients. When you eat, the food doesn't just sit in your stomach. It goes on an incredible journey through a well-organized pathway. The main organs that make up this digestive tract include the mouth and salivary glands, pharynx and esophagus, stomach, small intestine, divided into duodenum, jejunum, and ileum, large intestine, which includes the colon and rectum, and finally, the anus. Each of these organs performs a specialized job. The mouth breaks food into smaller pieces, the stomach churns and mixes it with acids. The small intestine absorbs nutrients, and the large intestine reclaims water before waste is eliminated. Alongside these main organs are the helper organs, the liver, pancreas, and gallbladder. Though food never passes through them, they are absolutely essential. The liver produces bile to digest fats, the pancreas releases enzymes to break down proteins and carbohydrates, and the gallbladder stores and releases bile when needed. Together, this network forms a remarkable system designed by nature to keep you healthy and full of energy. When it works smoothly, you feel active and light. When it's disturbed, your entire body feels the impact. That's why understanding and caring for your digestive system is the foundation of good health. Why is digestion important? The food you eat is more than just a meal. It's the fuel that powers every heartbeat, every breath, and every movement your body makes. But your body cannot use food in its original form. That's where the digestive system comes in. Its main purpose is to break down food into simple, absorbable nutrients that can enter your bloodstream and nourish every single cell. Every cell in your body, from the cells in your brain to those in your muscles, depends on these nutrients to perform vital functions. Proteins are broken down into amino acids, which help build and repair tissues, muscles, and organs. Carbohydrates are converted into glucose, the body's primary source of energy. Fats are split into fatty acids and glycerol, which store energy and help produce important hormones. Vitamins and minerals are absorbed to support immunity, bone strength, and nerve function. Without proper digestion, even the healthiest food becomes almost useless. Your body might eat enough, but if it can't absorb and utilize the nutrients, you'll still feel weak, tired, or unwell. Poor digestion can also lead to bloating, nutrient deficiencies, constipation, or long-term issues like obesity and fatigue. Good digestion ensures that your body receives the right nutrients in the right amount and at the right time. It keeps your immune system strong, your metabolism active, and your mind alert. In short, digestion is not just about breaking down food, it's about transforming nourishment into life. When your digestive system functions well, every part of your body thrives, and your overall health stays in balance. Duration of the process. Digestion is not an instant event. It's a gradual and carefully timed process that can take anywhere from 24 to 72 hours to complete. The speed depends on the type of food you eat, your hydration level, and how well your digestive system is functioning. After eating, food typically remains in the stomach and small intestine for about 6 hours, where it is mixed with enzymes and acids that break it down into absorbable nutrients. From there, the remaining material moves into the large intestine, where it can stay for 12 to 48 hours. During this time, water and minerals are absorbed, and waste is formed. Finally, the waste travels to the rectum and anus, where it is eliminated from the body. This entire journey ensures that every possible nutrient is extracted from your food before what's left behind becomes waste. The journey of food, step by step. Every time you sit down to eat, a wonderful and complex process begins inside your body, one that most of us never think about. The food that enters your mouth starts an incredible journey through a long, coordinated path known as the digestive tract. Along the way, it will be chewed, dissolved, mixed, and transformed into nutrients that your body can use for energy, repair, and growth. Let's start right at the beginning, the mouth, where digestion truly begins. Number 1, the mouth, where it all starts. The journey of digestion begins not in your stomach, but in your mouth. As soon as you see or smell food, your brain sends signals to your salivary glands to start producing saliva. This is why you salivate when you're hungry or see something delicious. Your body is already preparing for digestion. When you take a bite, your teeth act as the first tools of digestion. They mechanically break food into smaller pieces, making it easier for enzymes to do their job later. The incisors cut the food. The canines tear it. The molars grind and crush it. This chewing process is called mastication. Proper chewing increases the surface area of food, allowing digestive enzymes to work more effectively. At the same time, salivary glands, located under your tongue, behind the cheeks, and near the jaw, release saliva. Saliva has multiple roles. It moistens food, helping form a soft, slippery mass called a bolus. It contains the enzyme amylase, which begins the breakdown of complex carbohydrates, like starch, into simpler sugars. It also contains lysozyme, a natural antibacterial enzyme that helps protect your mouth from harmful germs. Tongue's role. The tongue isn't just for tasting, it's also a powerful muscle that helps in mixing the food with saliva, rolling it into a bolus, and pushing it toward the back of your throat for swallowing. Taste buds on your tongue help detect different flavors: sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and umami, which not only make eating enjoyable, but also signal the body to release specific digestive juices. Health tip: chewing each bite 20-30 times helps saliva mix thoroughly with food, making digestion smoother and reducing problems like bloating or indigestion. Once the bolus is ready, the tongue pushes it to the back of the mouth into the pharynx, the passage that connects the mouth to the esophagus. This marks the start of the second stage of digestion. Number 2, the esophagus, the food highway. After swallowing, food enters the esophagus, a muscular tube about 25 centimeters, 10 inches long, that connects your throat to your stomach. Though it doesn't produce digestive enzymes or absorb nutrients, it plays a vital role in transporting food safely and efficiently. The swallowing reflex. Swallowing, or deglutition, is a highly coordinated action involving the tongue, soft palate, and throat muscles. Once food passes into the esophagus, a special flap called the epiglottis closes over your windpipe, trachea, to prevent food from entering your lungs. The power of peristalsis. Once in the esophagus, food doesn't simply drop into the stomach due to gravity. Instead, the esophagus uses a process called peristalsis, rhythmic, wave-like muscle contractions, to push food downward. This ensures that even if you eat while lying down, food will still reach your stomach efficiently. The inner walls of the esophagus secrete mucus, which lubricates the bolus and prevents friction as it travels down. The lower esophageal sphincter, LS. At the lower end of the esophagus is a circular muscle valve called the lower esophageal sphincter, LES. Think of it as a security gate that opens to allow food into the stomach and closes immediately after to keep stomach acid from rising back up. If this valve weakens or doesn't close properly, stomach acid can flow backward into the esophagus, leading to a burning sensation known as acid reflux or heartburn. Health. Tip: avoid lying down right after eating, as this can increase the risk of acid reflux. Try to wait at least 30 to 45 minutes before reclining. Once the LES opens, the bolus passes into the stomach, where the real chemical transformation begins. Number 3. The stomach, the acid chamber. Your stomach is a muscular J-shaped organ located in the upper left part of your abdomen, just below your ribs. It acts like a mixing and holding chamber where food is churned, mixed with gastric juices, and transformed into a semi-liquid substance called chyme. The stomach secretes a powerful combination of substances known as gastric juice, which includes hydrochloric acid, HCl, creates a highly acidic environment, pH 1.5–3.5, that helps break down proteins, kills bacteria, and activates enzymes. Pepsin, the main digestive enzyme in the stomach, which begins breaking down proteins into smaller peptides. Mucus, protects the stomach lining from its own acid. Intrinsic factor, a substance required for the absorption of vitamin B12 in the small intestine. The process of churning. The stomach's strong muscular walls perform rhythmic contractions, churning the food and mixing it thoroughly with gastric juices. This mechanical mixing helps break the food into smaller, smoother particles, ensuring uniform digestion. As food becomes more liquid-like, it turns into chyme, a thick, soupy mixture that can easily move into the small intestine. How long does food stay in the stomach? The time food spends in the stomach depends on its type. Liquids pass through within 20–30 minutes. Carbohydrates digest relatively quickly, taking around 1 to 2 hours. Proteins take longer, about 2 to 3 hours. Fats and fried foods can remain in the stomach for 4 hours or more because they take longer to break down. On average, the stomach empties its contents into the small intestine after about 2 to 4 hours. The importance of acid. Though it may sound dangerous, the stomach's acid plays a vital protective role. It destroys harmful bacteria that may enter through food and activates the enzyme pepsin, which cannot work without an acidic environment. However, if acid levels become too high or the protective mucus layer weakens, it can lead to gastritis or ulcers. Health tip: avoid overeating, late-night meals, and excessive spicy or acidic foods, as these can irritate your stomach lining. Coordination with the brain. The stomach doesn't work alone. It's constantly communicating with your brain through the vagus nerve. This gut-brain connection controls hunger, fullness, and enzyme secretion. When you're stressed, anxious, or hurried, your brain can disrupt this connection, leading to indigestion or a nervous stomach. That's why eating calmly, without rushing, helps digestion work better. The role of the pyloric sphincter. At the end of the stomach lies another important gatekeeper, the pyloric sphincter. This valve controls the release of chyme into the duodenum, the first part of the small intestine. It ensures that food only moves forward once it is properly mixed and partially digested. Facts about the stomach. The stomach can stretch to hold about 1 to 1.5 liters of food. Stomach acid is so strong it could dissolve metal, yet your body keeps it perfectly balanced to avoid harm. The stomach lining renews itself every 3 to 4 days, preventing acid from damaging it. You get the rumbling sound in your stomach, known as borborygmi, when gas and fluids move through during digestion or hunger. Once the food has been mixed and transformed into a semi-liquid form called chyme in your stomach, it is ready to move into the next and most crucial stage of digestion, the small intestine. This is where most of the nutrients from your food are actually absorbed and sent into your bloodstream. Number 4, the small intestine, the nutrient absorber. The small intestine is a long, coiled tube measuring around 6 meters, 20 feet, in length. Despite its name, it's not small. It's called so because its diameter is narrower than that of the large intestine. This organ is the true powerhouse of digestion. The small intestine has 3 parts. Duodenum, the first section where chyme mixes with digestive juices from the liver, pancreas, and gallbladder. Jejunum, the middle part where most nutrients, proteins, carbohydrates, and fats, are absorbed. Ileum, the final portion that absorbs vitamins like B12 and bile salts before passing leftover matter to the large intestine. Inside the small intestine, the inner walls are covered with millions of tiny finger-like projections called villi and microvilli. These greatly increase the surface area for nutrient absorption. As chyme passes through, these villi absorb nutrients and transfer them into your bloodstream, which carries them to every cell in your body. The pancreas plays a major supportive role here. It releases digestive enzymes like amylase for carbohydrates, lipase for fats, and trypsin for proteins. Meanwhile, the liver produces bile, a greenish-yellow fluid that helps dissolve and digest fats, while the gallbladder stores and releases bile when needed. This process is beautifully coordinated. The chyme slowly moves forward, and at each step, nutrients are extracted with amazing efficiency. By the time it reaches the end of the ileum, most of the useful material has been absorbed, leaving only water, fiber, and waste behind. Health tip: eating slowly and chewing food well helps enzymes in the small intestine work better and ensures complete absorption of nutrients. Number 5, the large intestine, the water recycler. The remaining undigested material now enters the large intestine, also known as the colon. Though it's only about 1.5 meters, 5 feet long, it performs a vital job, recycling water and minerals and forming solid waste for elimination. When chyme enters the large intestine, it's mostly liquid. As it travels through, the colon's walls absorb water, electrolytes, and certain vitamins like vitamin K and some B vitamins produced by friendly gut bacteria. This process gradually thickens the waste into solid feces. The large intestine also houses trillions of beneficial bacteria, known as the gut microbiome. These bacteria help digest small leftover carbohydrates, produce essential nutrients, and protect your gut from harmful pathogens. A healthy gut microbiome supports your immune system, mood, and even brain function. The colon is divided into 4 regions: ascending, transverse, descending, and sigmoid colon. As waste moves through these sections, it's compacted and prepared for elimination. The last portion of the large intestine, the rectum, acts as a temporary storage space for stool until it's ready to be expelled. Health tip: a diet rich in fiber, water, and probiotics, like yogurt or fermented foods, helps keep your colon healthy and prevents constipation. Number 6. The rectum and anus, the final exit. Finally, when it's time for elimination, the waste material, now called feces, moves from the rectum to the anus, the final part of the digestive tract. The anus has 2 sets of muscles called sphincters that control the passage of stool. When you feel the urge to go, these muscles relax and allow waste to leave the body. This final step is known as defecation, and it's a natural and essential part of maintaining health. Through this process, your body removes undigested food, toxins, and waste materials that it no longer needs. The hidden cleaning system of your body, the human excretory system. Have you ever wondered what happens to all the waste your body produces every single day? From the food you eat to the air you breathe, your body constantly creates waste, and without a proper cleaning system, you simply couldn't survive. Welcome to the incredible world of the human excretory system, your body's natural detox powerhouse. In this video, we'll explore how your body removes waste, keeps your blood pure, and maintains balance so that every organ can function perfectly. Let's dive deep, from your kidneys to your skin, and from urine formation to sweat, to discover how this amazing system silently keeps you alive. What is the excretory system? The excretory system is a group of organs that work together to remove waste materials produced during metabolism. Metabolism means all the chemical reactions happening in your body, and these reactions produce byproducts like carbon dioxide, urea, sweat, and salts that must be eliminated. If waste is not removed, it can become toxic, damaging organs and disrupting normal function. Hence, the excretory system plays a vital role in homeostasis, the body's ability to maintain internal balance. The major organs of the human excretory system are kidneys, ureters, urinary bladder, urethra, skin and lungs as accessory excretory organs, major excretory organs and their functions. Let's understand each organ one by one. Number 1. Kidneys, the master filters. The kidneys are 2 bean-shaped organs located on either side of your backbone, just below the rib cage. Each kidney is about the size of your fist, but together they perform one of the most crucial tasks: filtering your blood. Every day, your kidneys filter about 180 liters of blood to remove waste and extra water, producing about 1.5 to 2 liters of urine. The structural and functional unit of the kidney is the nephron, and each kidney contains around 1 million nephrons. Nephrons act as mini filtering units that perform 3 key functions: filtration of blood, reabsorption of useful substances, secretion of extra wastes. The end product of this process is urine, which contains urea, uric acid, salts, and excess water. Number 2. Ureters, the transport tubes. From each kidney, a thin muscular tube called the ureter carries urine to the urinary bladder. These tubes are around 25 to 30 centimeter long and use peristaltic movements, wave-like muscle contractions, to push urine downward. Number 3. Urinary bladder, the storage tank. The urinary bladder is a hollow, muscular organ that stores urine temporarily before it is excreted. It can hold up to 400–600 ml of urine in adults. When the bladder fills, special stretch receptors in its walls send signals to the brain, giving the urge to urinate. This process of controlled urination is called micturition. Number 4. Urethra, the exit passage. The urethra is a tube that carries urine from the bladder to the outside of the body. In males, it is longer and passes through the penis. In females, it is shorter and opens just above the vaginal opening. At the end of the urethra, sphincter muscles control the release of urine, allowing voluntary control over urination. Number 5. Accessory excretory organs. Besides the urinary system, other organs also help eliminate waste. Lungs remove carbon dioxide and water vapor during exhalation. Skin. Through sweat glands, the skin excretes water, salts, and small amounts of urea. Liver processes toxins and converts harmful substances like ammonia into urea, which the kidneys then filter out. The process of urine formation. The entire process of urine formation happens inside the nephrons and includes 3 main steps. Step 1. Glomerular filtration. Inside the nephron, blood enters a ball-shaped cluster of capillaries called the glomerulus, located in the Bowman's capsule. Here, blood pressure forces out water, salts, glucose, and urea into the capsule. This is called filtrate. However, larger molecules like blood cells and proteins remain in the bloodstream. Step 2. Tubular reabsorption. As the filtrate travels through the renal tubule, useful substances such as glucose, amino acids, and some water are reabsorbed back into the blood through capillaries. This ensures that essential nutrients are not wasted. Step 3. Tubular secretion. In this step, extra ions like potassium, hydrogen, and ammonia are secreted into the tubule to maintain acid-base balance. The remaining fluid, now called urine, is transported to the collecting ducts, then to the ureter, and finally to the urinary bladder. Fact about kidney. Did you know? Even if one kidney is removed, the other can still filter your blood efficiently. That's how powerful and adaptive our body is. Importance of the excretory system. The excretory system isn't just about urine, it's about balance and protection. Here's what it does for you every single moment. Removes metabolic waste like urea, uric acid, and ammonia. Regulates water balance, prevents dehydration or water overload. Maintains salt and mineral balance, keeps sodium, potassium, and calcium levels stable. Controls blood pressure by regulating fluid volume. Balances pH. Maintains the body's acid-base level around 7.4. Detoxifies harmful substances, such as drugs, alcohol, and environmental toxins. Without this system, the body would be poisoned by its own waste within days. Beyond urine, other excretory pathways. While the urinary system is the main route, your body has other clever exit doors for waste too. Lungs. Expel carbon dioxide and water vapor, a vital role in respiration. Skin. Through sweat, it helps remove salts and maintain temperature. Liver. Detoxifies chemicals, metabolizes drugs, and converts ammonia to urea. Intestines. Eliminate solid wastes and some bile pigments. Together, they form a network of mini detox systems, ensuring your internal environment stays clean and balanced. Amazing facts about the excretory system. Your kidneys filter around 180 liters of blood every day. In your lifetime, your kidneys can filter nearly 1 million gallons of blood. Sweat glands can produce up to 1 liter of sweat per hour during heavy exercise. You don't urinate until your bladder is about 25% full. The right kidney is slightly lower than the left because of the liver above it. The silent guardian inside you. Every minute, your excretory system is working quietly to purify your blood, maintain balance, and keep you alive. It's one of the most underrated yet essential systems in your body. So next time you drink a glass of water, remember, you're fueling your body's natural filtration plant. Take care of your kidneys, love your liver, and appreciate the silent heroes within you. Because a clean inside means a healthy life outside. The circulatory system, heart and blood vessels. The circulatory system is one of the most important systems of the human body. Without it, life would not be possible. Imagine a city with roads, highways, and vehicles constantly moving to deliver food, fuel, and essential goods. That is exactly how our circulatory system works. The heart acts as the central engine, while the blood vessels are the highways through which blood travels. The blood itself is like a delivery service, carrying oxygen, nutrients, hormones, and removing waste products. In this detailed guide, let's explore how the heart and blood vessels function, their structure, and why keeping them healthy is essential for a long life. 1. The heart, the engine of life. The human heart is a muscular organ about the size of a clenched fist, located slightly to the left of the chest. Despite its small size, it is one of the most powerful organs in the body. The heart beats around 100,000 times per day, pumps nearly 7,500 liters of blood daily, works non-stop from birth until the last moment of life. Structure of the heart. The heart is divided into 4 chambers. Right atrium receives oxygen-poor blood from the body. Right ventricle pumps this blood to the lungs for oxygen. Left atrium receives oxygen-rich blood from the lungs. Left ventricle pumps this fresh oxygenated blood to the entire body. The left ventricle is the strongest chamber because it has to pump blood to the whole body. The valves of the heart. To keep blood flowing in one direction, the heart has valves. Tricuspid valve, pulmonary valve, mitral valve, aortic valve. These valves open and close with each heartbeat, preventing backflow and ensuring smooth circulation. 2. How the heart beats, the cardiac cycle. The rhythmic beating of the heart is known as the cardiac cycle. It has 2 main phases. Systole, contraction phase, heart pumps blood out. Diastole, relaxation phase, heart fills with blood. The electrical system of the heart, with the SA node, natural pacemaker, controls the rhythm. That's why our heartbeat is regular unless disturbed by disease or stress. Normal heart rate, 60-100 beats per minute in adults. 3. Blood vessels, the highways of the body. The circulatory system is not just about the heart. It also includes a vast network of blood vessels. If all your blood vessels were stretched out, they would cover nearly 60,000 miles, enough to circle the Earth twice. Types of blood vessels. Arteries. Carry oxygen-rich blood away from the heart. Have thick, muscular walls to handle high pressure. The main artery, aorta. Veins carry oxygen-poor blood back to the heart. Have valves to prevent backflow. The largest veins, superior and inferior vena cava. Capillaries, the smallest blood vessels. Connect arteries and veins. Site of exchange. Oxygen and nutrients go into cells. Carbon dioxide and waste come out. 4. The pulmonary and systemic circulations. The circulatory system has 2 main loops. Pulmonary circulation carries blood between the heart and lungs. Oxygen-poor blood goes to the lungs. Oxygen-rich blood returns to the heart. Systemic circulation delivers oxygenated blood from the heart to the whole body. Removes carbon dioxide and waste products. Together, these 2 circulations make sure every cell gets oxygen and nutrients to survive. 5. The process of blood circulation. The process of blood circulation is one of the most fascinating and vital functions of the human body. It ensures that every single cell receives oxygen and nutrients while removing waste products like carbon dioxide. This cycle of circulation is continuous and happens in just a few seconds, keeping us alive every moment. Step 1. Collection of carbon dioxide-rich blood. The blood that has already supplied oxygen to the body's tissues becomes oxygen-poor and rich in carbon dioxide. This deoxygenated blood is collected by 2 large veins. Superior vena cava collects blood from the upper body, head, arms, chest. Inferior vena cava collects blood from the lower body, legs, abdomen. Both veins empty into the right atrium of the heart. Step 2. Blood moves to the right ventricle. From the right atrium, the blood passes through the tricuspid valve into the right ventricle. This chamber then pumps the blood out towards the lungs. The blood leaves the right ventricle through the pulmonary arteries. These are the only arteries in the body that carry deoxygenated blood. Step 3. Purification in the lungs. When the blood reaches the lungs, an amazing exchange takes place. Carbon dioxide is released into the air sacs, alveoli, and exhaled out. Oxygen from the air we breathe enters the blood. This process makes the blood oxygen-rich, oxygenated. Step 4. Oxygenated blood returns to the heart. The freshly oxygenated blood is carried back to the heart through the pulmonary veins. These are the only veins in the body that carry oxygen-rich blood. The blood enters the left atrium, then flows through the mitral valve into the left ventricle. Step 5. Distribution to the whole body. The left ventricle is the strongest chamber of the heart. When it contracts, it pumps oxygen-rich blood into the aorta, the largest artery of the body. From the aorta, blood is carried through arteries, arterioles, and capillaries to every organ and tissue. Cells receive oxygen and nutrients, while waste like carbon dioxide is collected again. Time taken for circulation. It takes only about 20 seconds for blood to complete one full cycle, from the heart to the lungs, to the body, and back to the heart again. The blood circulation process is a continuous loop. Deoxygenated blood flows through veins to the heart, gets purified in the lungs, and oxygenated blood is pumped through arteries to every part of the body. This efficient system ensures life continues without pause. The power within, how the human muscular system works. Have you ever wondered how your body moves, runs, or even smiles? Behind every blink, heartbeat, and breath lies an incredible network of more than 600 muscles working together, silently, tirelessly, and beautifully. Welcome to the world inside your body, the human muscular system. In this video, we'll explore how your muscles work, the different types of muscles, how they move your bones, and how to keep them strong and healthy. So, let's flex our curiosity and dive right in. Section 1. What is the muscular system? The muscular system is one of the body's most important systems. It's made up of all the muscles that help us move, maintain posture, and even generate body heat. But muscles don't work alone. They work closely with your skeletal system, forming what's called the musculoskeletal system, the engine that powers every movement. Muscles are made of muscle fibers, which are long, thin cells capable of contracting and relaxing. When a muscle contracts, it pulls on bones or tissues, creating motion. Every time you lift a pencil, smile, or take a step, that's muscle power in action. Fun fact, muscles make up about 40–50% of your total body weight. That means almost half of you is pure movement energy. Section 2. Types of muscles. There are 3 main types of muscles in the human body: skeletal, smooth, and cardiac muscles. Number 1. Skeletal muscles, the movers. These are the muscles that attach to your bones and allow you to perform voluntary actions, meaning movements you can control, like walking, dancing, or writing. They are striated, meaning they look striped under a microscope, and they work in pairs. When one contracts, the other relaxes. For example, when you bend your arm, your biceps contract and your triceps relax. When you straighten it, the opposite happens. Number 2. Smooth muscles, the silent workers. Smooth muscles are involuntary. You can't consciously control them. They are found inside your internal organs like your stomach, intestines, and blood vessels. They move food through your digestive system, control blood flow, and even regulate breathing without you thinking about it. Number 3. Cardiac muscles, the heartbeat of life. This is a special kind of involuntary muscle found only in your heart. It never gets tired, never stops, and contracts rhythmically to pump blood throughout your body. Your heart beats around 100,000 times per day, thanks to this unique muscle tissue. Section 3. How muscles work. Muscles move bones by pulling, not pushing. They are attached to bones by tough cords called tendons. Each muscle fiber contains smaller units called myofibrils, made up of proteins actin and myosin. These slide past each other during contraction, a process known as the sliding filament theory. Here's how movement happens. The brain sends a signal through nerves to the muscle. The muscle fibers receive the signal and contract. The contraction pulls on the bone via the tendon. The bone moves, creating motion. For example, when you want to lift your hand, your brain sends a signal to your biceps. The biceps contract. The tendon pulls the forearm bone upward. Result, you raise your arm. This process is lightning fast. It happens in milliseconds. Section 4. Major muscles of the human body. Let's look at some of the major muscles and their functions. Head and neck. Frontalis raises your eyebrows and wrinkles your forehead. Orbicularis oculi helps you blink and close your eyes. Masseter, one of the strongest muscles, helps you chew. Upper body. Deltoids, shoulder muscles that help raise your arms. Pectoralis major, chest muscles used for pushing movements. Biceps and triceps, control arm flexing and extending. Trapezius, lifts and rotates the shoulders. Latissimus dorsi, helps pull your arms downward and backward. Core. Rectus abdominis, known as the abs, they support posture and breathing. Obliques help you twist and bend sideways. Diaphragm, essential for breathing, contracts to draw air into lungs. Lower body. Gluteus maximus, the largest muscle, used when standing, climbing, or jumping. Quadriceps, front thigh muscles that straighten the leg. Hamstrings, back thigh muscles that bend the knee. Gastrocnemius and soleus, calf muscles that help you stand on tiptoe or run. Each muscle group works in harmony, like instruments in a grand orchestra, to keep your body balanced, mobile, and functional. Section 5, Muscle Movement and Coordination. Muscles rarely act alone. They function in groups, with each playing a specific role. Agonist, prime mover, the main muscle responsible for movement. Antagonist, opposes the prime mover to control movement. Synergist, helps the main muscle perform movement smoothly. Fixator, stabilizes joints and prevents unwanted movement. Example: when you curl your arm, your biceps act as the agonist, your triceps act as the antagonist, and shoulder muscles stabilize the joint. Your nervous system coordinates all this, ensuring precise timing, strength, and direction for every motion. Section 6, How Muscles Get Energy. Muscles need energy to contract, which comes from a molecule called ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Your body produces ATP through aerobic respiration, using oxygen to break down glucose. Anaerobic respiration, when oxygen is low, like during intense exercise. When oxygen is limited, muscles produce lactic acid, leading to the familiar burning sensation or muscle fatigue. That's your body's signal to rest and recover. Section 7, Muscle Growth and Exercise. When you exercise, especially with weights, your muscles experience tiny tears in the fibers. During rest, your body repairs and rebuilds them stronger and thicker, a process called hypertrophy, to grow and maintain strong muscles. Eat enough protein, eggs, fish, beans, lentils. Stay hydrated. Muscles are 70% water. Get adequate sleep. Growth hormone works best during rest. Exercise regularly. Mix strength training with cardio. Without regular use, muscles weaken and shrink, a condition called atrophy. Section 8. The role of muscles in posture and balance. Even when you're sitting still, your muscles are working. Postural muscles, such as those in your back, neck, and legs, contract slightly all the time to keep you upright and stable. This continuous low-level contraction is known as muscle tone. When muscle tone is lost due to inactivity or disease, the body can slump or lose balance. That's why activities like yoga, Pilates, and stretching are vital. They keep muscles flexible, balanced, and strong. Section 9. Muscle Disorders and Care. Like any other part of the body, muscles can suffer from injuries or diseases. Some common conditions include muscle strain, overstretching or tearing of fibers, cramps, sudden painful contractions due to dehydration or low minerals, tendinitis, inflammation of tendons from overuse, muscular dystrophy, a genetic disorder that weakens muscles over time. Myasthenia gravis causes fatigue and weakness in voluntary muscles. Prevention tips: warm up before exercise, stretch after workouts, eat foods rich in calcium, potassium, and magnesium. Maintain proper posture, stay active, but avoid overtraining. Section 10. Fun facts about the muscular system. The strongest muscle, based on weight, is the masseter, used for chewing. The smallest muscle is the stapedius, located in the ear. It helps you hear properly. Your eye muscles move about 100,000 times a day. It takes 43 muscles to frown, but only 17 to smile, so keep smiling. The tongue is a group of muscles, not one single muscle. Your heart pumps about 2,000 gallons of blood every day, all through pure muscle power. Section 11. Why the muscular system matters. Without your muscles, life as we know it wouldn't be possible. You couldn't move, breathe, speak, or even blink. Every second, muscles keep you alive, from your beating heart to the tiny fibers that move your fingers. They are the powerhouse of motion, expression, and strength. Taking care of your muscles means taking care of your entire body. So next time you stretch, smile, or even yawn, remember, your muscular system is performing an extraordinary dance of coordination and power. It's not just about strength. It's about life, balance, and movement. Keep moving, keep learning, and keep flexing your curiosity. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the human muscular system, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends who love science and human biology. Have you ever wondered how you can blink your eyes, feel pain, or remember your favorite song all in a split second? Behind every heartbeat, every thought, and every movement lies an incredible communication network: your nervous system. It's like the body's internet, sending billions of messages every second, faster than lightning, to control everything you do. From your brain's decisions to your toes' movement, from emotions to reflexes, the nervous system is what keeps you alive, alert, and human. Let's dive deep into this amazing biological network, the human nervous system. What is the nervous system? The nervous system is the body's control and communication center. It allows you to sense the world, process information, and respond quickly. Just like an electrical wiring network, it sends signals throughout your body in the form of tiny electrical impulses. These impulses help coordinate every organ, from your lungs breathing automatically to your heart beating rhythmically. Without the nervous system, your body would be like a robot without programming. No thoughts, no movement, no awareness. In simple words, the brain receives information. The spinal cord sends and receives messages. The nerves carry those messages to every part of the body. Main parts of the nervous system. The human nervous system has two major divisions: central nervous system, CNS, and peripheral nervous system, PNS. Central nervous system, CNS, is the command center of the body, made up of the brain and spinal cord. The brain. The brain is the most complex organ, controlling thinking, memory, emotions, balance, and movement. It has three main parts. Number 1, cerebrum, the largest part, responsible for thinking, learning, and voluntary movements. Number 2, cerebellum, controls balance and coordination, helping you walk straight or catch a ball. Number 3, brainstem, connects the brain with the spinal cord, controlling automatic actions like breathing, heartbeat, and digestion. The spinal cord, a long bundle of nerves protected by the backbone. It acts like a data highway, carrying signals from the brain to the rest of the body and back. Other nervous system is peripheral nervous system, PNS. This system lies outside the brain and spinal cord. It includes nerves that connect the CNS to your limbs, organs, and skin, helping your body react to the environment. It's further divided into: number 1, somatic nervous system, controls voluntary actions, like walking or picking up objects. Number 2, autonomic nervous system, controls involuntary functions, like heartbeat, digestion, and body temperature. How the somatic nervous system works. The entire nervous system works through communication between nerve cells called neurons. Each neuron is like a tiny electrical wire that transmits messages in the form of impulses. A neuron has 3 parts. Dendrites receive signals. Axon carries signals away. Cell body processes information. Messages travel from one neuron to another through special gaps called synapses, using chemicals called neurotransmitters. Here's how it works. You touch something hot. Sensory neurons carry this message to your spinal cord and brain. The brain processes it instantly. Then motor neurons send the command back. Move your hand. This lightning-fast process happens in milliseconds, showing how perfectly your nervous system coordinates sensation, decision, and reaction. The autonomic nervous system, the automatic pilot. The autonomic nervous system, ANS, controls all the actions that happen without your awareness, like heartbeat, blood pressure, breathing, and digestion. It has two branches. Number 1, sympathetic nervous system, fight or flight. Activates during stress or danger. Your heart rate rises, pupils dilate, and body prepares to act. Number 2, parasympathetic nervous system, rest and digest. Calms your body after stress, slows heartbeat, promotes digestion, and restores balance. These two systems work like accelerator and brake pedals, maintaining your body's internal balance, homeostasis. Even while you sleep, the autonomic system ensures your body keeps running, a true silent guardian of life. Reflex actions, the body's instant response. Have you ever touched something hot and pulled your hand back before realizing it? That's called a reflex action, a super-fast automatic response that protects your body from harm. Reflexes are controlled by the spinal cord, not the brain. Why? Because it's faster. The message travels only to the spinal cord and back to your muscles, skipping the brain for instant reaction. Examples: blinking your eyes when something comes close, pulling your hand from a flame, sneezing when dust enters your nose. These reflexes prove how brilliantly your nervous system is designed for survival, quick, protective, and intelligent. Sensory and motor pathways. The nervous system uses two major communication pathways. Sensory pathway carries messages from sense organs like eyes, ears, skin, tongue, nose to the brain and spinal cord. Example: feeling pain, seeing light, hearing sound. Motor pathway carries commands from the brain to muscles and glands to produce action. Example: moving your arm, blinking, or speaking. Both pathways work together constantly, like a two-way traffic system. If sensory signals are the input, motor signals are the output. This coordination lets you move, speak, and interact with your environment every second. Common disorders of the nervous system. Since the nervous system is so complex, it can be affected by many conditions. Some common ones include stroke, when blood flow to part of the brain stops, leading to paralysis or speech problems. Epilepsy, sudden bursts of electrical activity in the brain causing seizures. Parkinson's disease affects movement and coordination due to loss of dopamine-producing neurons. Alzheimer's disease, a progressive loss of memory and thinking ability. Multiple sclerosis, MS. The immune system attacks nerve coverings, causing weakness or numbness. Peripheral neuropathy, damage to nerves outside the brain and spinal cord, often causing tingling or pain in hands and feet. Healthy habits like exercise, good nutrition, enough sleep, and mental stimulation can protect your brain and nerves for years to come. Every movement, heartbeat, and thought happens through the teamwork of your body systems. Each one depends on the other to keep you healthy and alive. Respect your body, fuel it well, and care for it daily, because it truly is the most advanced and perfect creation of nature.